Now, what is the framework of communication? How do you strategize the communication? A communication strategy framework clarifies how businesses should communicate with their employees, investors, customers, and suppliers. Some of the key elements of an effective communication strategy move around purpose, background, objectives, target audience, messaging, and approach. So, these are the key aspects that you should keep in mind when you want to communicate. We'll understand this one by one. Introduction to business communication. Again, there are some definitions given, so just give it a reading. Nothing to learn, but just know that what were the words of Rosenblatt, what was how it is defined in Oxford Dictionary. Just know the basics. Now, there are again 6 reasons why business communication is considered to be super important. As I explained in the last video of significance of communication, it helps in increasing productivity, it helps in increasing customers. With customers also, you need to maintain that personal touch. There may be 5 stores selling the same product as you, but why will a particular customer come only to you and not go to the other 4 stores? Because of your communication skill, because of the personal touch that you have maintained with your customers. So it's all about communication, that people will feel like coming back to you again and again, people will feel like approaching you, people will feel like working with you. So it is service oriented, yes, but along with service there is something called as a personal touch, which you have to maintain with your customers or even employees for that matter. Enhances business partnerships. A person who may be very brilliant, who may be excellent in his work, but if his communication skill is not proper, people will not feel like working with him. If he's abusive, he's arrogant, he's short tempered, people will prefer to avoid such people, because money is important, business is important, but more than that, your mental peace is important, your self respect is important. So any person who ditches your self respect, who constantly humiliates you, who is not very good with his words, insults you every now and then, we would not like to be associated with such people. So being a good communicator, using your words wisely, can bring in a lot of benefits which we cannot even think of. Facilitates innovation in business. Effective communication can help in business innovations, as well as it facilitates employees to convey their ideas and suggestions openly. If I keep the environment in the office very open and free and friendly, it will give a free space, a free hand to the employees also to come up with solutions, to share their ideas openly without the fear of being judged, without the fear of being humiliated by the employer. So when you keep a friendly environment, people are encouraged to speak up, and you never know who comes up with what kind of a brilliant idea. So you should always encourage participation in talks and discussions, and this can happen only when the communication is proper and the environment of the office is free and friendly. So when you keep the healthy discussion going on, two-way discussion, there can be a lot of exchanges of information, and also it can lead to some good business idea, because every mind works differently. Idea A comes to my mind, idea B comes to other person's mind, idea C comes to third person's mind, and when combined together, these 3 ideas can work wonders. So that is why communication has to be encouraged. Don't suppress anyone, don't discourage anyone. Preparation of plans and policies, and because of the communication, you come to know what are the loopholes, where are we lacking behind, what is the scope of improvement, and when all these things are taken into consideration, you can actually make plans and policies, implement them, which can help your business organization to further grow. Next is, what is the types of business communication? Now there are various types. To begin with, internal business communication is one, and the subcategories are internal communication, which is one is downward communication, and internal mehi, the other one is upward communication. Then the next type is horizontal lateral business communication. Let us understand one by one. When you talk about internal communication, it is a communication which takes place with people working inside the organization. They can be your employees, they can be your bosses, they can be a mid-level employee, top-level employee. So anyone who is working in the organization, within the organization, any communication with that person amounts to internal business communication. The word itself suggests this. Now internal may be upward communication karke hai. Upward means what? Going up. So from bottom level employee to top level employee, when the communication is happening, it is upward communication. So here it is workers or employees, They are communicating something to lower level management. They are further passing on the message to middle level and then the top level. So this is going from here to here. So it is moving in an upward direction. So it is upward communication. Now what can be the reason for upward communication? Giving some ideas, solutions, telling them about their complaints, their issues, or talking about salary hikes or whatever their issues that they are facing. So that all that comes under internal upward communication. There are some characteristics. Read it, and they have also given examples. Exam they can ask you, they give you this example and tell you to identify this belongs to which type of communication. So you should be able to understand. Downward communication is completely opposite. Managing director से नीचे level पे जाता है GM, GM से assistant general manager and so on. And the last one in the hierarchy is employees or workers. Horizontal or another name is lateral business communication. Also learn the synonyms for this. It can be horizontal or lateral. It means talking to the same level of employee. If I am a finance manager in the finance department, you can be a sales manager in the sales department. Though the departments are different, but we are at the same level. We are operating at the same level. So since we are at the same level, you are not a level above me and I am not a level below you. So we are at the same level. Hierarchy same है हमारा. तुम भी manager, मैं भी manager. तुम भी general manager, मैं भी general manager. तुम भी clerk, मैं भी clerk. So that is horizontal communication. External is very simple. When internal is with the people inside the organization, external is with the people outside the organization.